I wanted to shoot a new video of all the arcades because I got a bunch of stuff working on them. The Neo 19 changed the marquee light, and I fixed up some of the buttons so that they match the proper coloring scheme for this short candy tab. As you can tell, it's about 4 feet or less in height, and I have a matching conversion. This used to be a children's arcade machine called a Moppet Video, and I changed it into a Galaxian. They come in white, and so I wanted this one to kind of have the same general color scheme. But I converted the wire harness to JAMA, and I have a multi-board in there. So this is the new Arcade SD, and it's programmable. You can set up all these different vertical games on it. It's a single joystick, 2 players. The start buttons are down here. It's a standard over and under coin door, and I totally refurbished the whole thing. I recently got this marquee light working, and a new marquee printed for it, and so it looks really good. It's a 13-inch K7000 monitor. Redid pretty much everything on this thing. Even put a new PCB holder so I can swap out different PCBs, and I have some other nice shooter, vertical shooter boards I like to put in there, so it's a lot of fun stuff for the kids. This is my Double Dragon cab, and right now I'm getting it ready for Halloween. I have Ghosts and Goblins in there. This is the one that's actually published by Taito, so it kind of does belong in there of sorts, and it's even though it's a Capcom game, it plays really nicely on this cab. Got my Mario Brothers Y body here. I've done the control panel and the monitor already, so this thing really needs to be stripped down, patched and painted. As you can tell, the T-molding's even kind of chipped up, and it's gotten a lot of use, but it still plays fine. The control panel is all redone, and it's built up nicely. This is my Robotron. It is a multi-Williams. It actually boots the Robotron, but if you hold down the 2 player start buttons, you can go back to a menu and you can actually play a bunch of Williams games. This runs on Williams hardware, but it's they use modern components. They size it down to a single board. So the control panel is also a special Phoenix Arcade multi-Williams control panel. The artwork is a combo of all the compatible games, and you can, as you can see, you can actually reach across and play Defender or Joust, Robotron. So it's set up for all these games. This also needs to be stripped down, patched and painted. It was painted red, but I have the silver paint to restore this one. One of my Grail games is Golden Axe Revenge of Death Adder, and I actually had this one shipped from Texas. It is an original dedicated machine. Still need to replace the joysticks to the red ball tops as the original, but it looks really nice. Recently swapped out the monitor on this one. It's one of my favorite multiplayer games. It's a really well balanced game. If you're a pro at it, you can take it to the end with 1/4. It's a really fun game to play with a bunch of friends. I also have a Spider-Man board for this game. Spider-Man is also done by Sega, and it plays really nicely on this. It's nice to have a Golden Axe because Spider-Man uses 2 buttons, so if you have actually a dedicated Spider-Man, you can't swap a Golden Axe board in there and have it play as an original. This is also one of my favorite games. This is Operation Thunderball. I used to play this a lot with my brother in the arcade. We used to throw a bunch of quarters here on the control panel and just go at it with this game, but now I got my own and don't really have to worry about that. I can't wait for him to come over and play. He hasn't played this one with me yet, but he's going to love it, and he's going to go nuts when he sees this thing. This is my NeoGeo. This is a MVS 4-25. It's version 3 of the upright. This is also what they call a tall boy. As you can see, the marquee is a special tall one. I actually recently cut it out. I removed the EL panel in there, and I cut the wood backing so that a fluorescent tube can actually shine through and light up both the top header and the lower header. So now it looks really nice. Have a bunch of games in there. Got a bunch of games that are more adult oriented, like Metal Slug 3, and some more difficult games like Fighters. I have that little Neo that I try to keep the more kids friendly games in there, and this one is the one for the adults to play on. This is my Outrun. Outrun is combined from 2 different arcade machines. It's complete, it's working. There's the enhanced free play mod in here, and it really plays nicely. So this game, the shaker works, everything works on it. And as you can also tell, you have MPH instead of kilometers per hour. So let me show you the rumble. The shaker actually works on it. There, go for a little tumble. This is something I'm building for a customer. It's Tekken 3. I have a whole brand new control panel for it. I actually punched these holes out. This was a control panel that was completely empty until I got to it. So I got a new control panel overlay. I have Soul Calibur in there, but this is going to swap from all the System 12 games. It's going to have Tekken 3, Tekken Tag, and Soul Calibur. It's going to be a really great machine for this customer. They're going to really love it.